All right, guys, we should be coming back. Sorry about that. Trying to get this audio issue figured out. Let me know if that's better, guys. If not, I'm not too sure. I might have to kind of tweak some more settings here. Anywho, we are back. And as we can see, this is so far a successful round for Mouz, actually. Didn't really catch it myself, so can't really say how it happened. You got the bomb on Spitty, though. Trying to work into the A side. 1-for-1 exchange, but Spitty will take out No 10 and secure the kill. God, camera work in this game is pretty difficult, man. You got to really be on top of it as far as kills. Makes me have a lot more respect for those camera peeps in the CS:GO scene. It seems like people are pronouncing Sipnix different ways. Sipnix, Sipnix. I mean, it's like, I don't think that there's truly a universal determination on this. Anyways, 8-4 lead right now for Astralis device. Too much smoke, however. You try to peek for the headshot. Ain't going to happen. Rush towards the B side. Dennis throws down that smoke, or perhaps the smoke was thrown at him. Just trying to spam through it. Sipnix, Sipnix, however we're going to pronounce it. He does pick up a kill, meanwhile. Dennis really trying to work on No-Town here. He's going to have to deal with the flame, though. And he'll get back as a result of that. Meanwhile, Nico picks off Dupree going into the A site. What's going on over here? Lowell dealing with the device nearby. And, oh, he does get the pick on a KJB. Now working into the A site together. Bomb's rotating around, so it's not here just yet. Device looking for that op, peeking around the corner. Does take the quick flash. Get some support from Sipnix. Lowell using the box for that coverage, though. He's going to start peeking. Gets the one pick on Device. He does not get the second. Looking towards Catwalk. He's bringing the flames down to 6 life. And Sipnix will secure the kill in the end. Well played right there. Meanwhile, it's a complete spread for Mouz Sports. They're on all 3 different places of the map here. The bomb being rotated around yet again by Spitty. He's working towards B, so it looks like Dennis taking control of that B site. You have Noton, though, at Catwalk. Oh, this is a good pick chance. Sipnix, meanwhile, he's going to get caught in the crossfire here, and he will get picked off. And now into the site we go, so Noton with that op. He's going to go for it. Oh, he just stopped peeking. He gets the one shot on Dennis, though. He turns around and gets the other to Nico. Now it's a 1 versus 1. He will not get Spitty, though. Well attempted there by Noton. But Spitty getting the best of him. And secures the round for Mouz Sports. Jeez, that was so close to a clutch there from Noton. Now be the 8-5 lead for Astralis, so Mouz Sports climbing back. I believe it was 8-2. Yeah, that's 3 in a row, actually, for Mouz Sports, as we see there. Dennis, quick rush in the B side. Device sitting in the connector. Hear a lot of spam just coming out meanwhile. As far as the economy situation for Astralis, actually, they are struggling a little bit, as you can see across the board. UMP picked up by Notan, and Dupree just simply sitting on that 5-7. Nico, he did not notice Dupree there. Unfortunately, did not check to the left in Palace, and the quick headshot from Dupree, and he picks up the AK. So all of a sudden, the gun to be had, and this somewhat of an economy round is actually working out pretty well so far. KJB, he finds the shot. Meanwhile, towards connector, Spitty takes out Device. Now KJB going to look towards that connector. He gets a spray on Lowell. Bomb's working in towards the A site, but his teammate Spitty only 6 life. It's more towards B there. I see Chris J hoping for the pick. But instead will work towards B. Loses his teammate, though. No surprise there with only the 6 lives. So Chris J, the 1 versus 4. Not much hope to be had. We'll see if he can make some miracle op shots. We've seen some pretty good op shots so far this game. Chris J trying to add to that list. Throws down that smoke, looking all over the place. That's not going to work. Sipnix, easy pick for him. And the economic round for Astralis actually pays off pretty well. So now 9-5, Mouz. They're now finding themselves in a not the best money situation Under 10,000 net worth total for the team. Okay, we're adding up a little bit more, but this is the last round, of course. Trying to finish at 9-6, so they're going to buy out what they can. Armor's purchased. Got the slow roll towards A. Chris J, the only one with a rifle, has that AK. See if we can get some kind of pick with it. Meanwhile, Dennis with the Tech 9. Dupree, he's going to have some action here shortly. Oh, they picked Device, actually. They're working into A. The flash, though, on Dupree. Does not see him in front of him, but Cagerby there for the support. Picks up the kill onto Dennis. He will get eventually sprayed down by Spitty. And now Spitty takes out Cagerby on top of that. It's a beautiful exchange is coming out for the Terra side of Mouse Sports. They get the pick on the Notan, and all of a sudden it's just Sipnix versus the 3. 1 versus 3 situation, last round. Sipnix with the AK. Bomb has not been planted just yet. He's spraying through that box. Almost gets the kill. Nico down to 2 live. Spitty at 23. But not the greatest spots to be in here. Sipnix going past connector. He comes back out and gets the shot, but he gets taken out by Nico with the headshot. So we'll finish 6-9 in the first half here in favor of Astralis. If I'm not mistaken, though, Mirage is considered more of a CT map, I believe. Is it? What's the CT terrorist ratio on Mirage here? Wondering if Astralis should feel, or if Mouseport should feel pretty good, with 6 rounds. Nico the Deagle King. It's like 9-6 CT. Okay, well, that's what happened. 9-6 CT, so if that's the case, then pretty average round, it sounds like. Expected even. So they're in the warm-up phase now, right? Yeah. Well, what was that? Oh, cool. Sweet graph. I should turn on X-ray, huh? X-ray is good to have. It's kind of funny. I'm not even using my mouse as a spectator. I'm just clicking through the numbers. I feel like that is more efficient with this game. Occasionally, I guess you may want to go to third person and do like a this kind of view. Oh, shit. Yeah, I forgot about the X-ray not being on. That's my bad. All right, let's start the second half here. So, yeah, this is for the ESL Pro League that's currently going on. I believe the ESL Pro League is actually starting to wrap up here for the regular season portion, at least. It's basically just like they play best of ones against every team. I think there's like 15 teams in total. There's a European and an NA division. When they're going to execute. So, like, yeah, if they're trying to work towards A, then, yeah, going towards this view. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, right now, I'm more focused on the actual casting bit of it rather than the camo work, so. Even the pros TK each other. Even the pros. Wait, did somebody leave? Oh, he's probably just reconnecting. There are no other streams of this game. Well, I'm the official stream, guys. I'm Astralis versus Mouse Sports. I don't know how many fans they have, but this is just one of the matches that was happening on right now, and I figured I had the Go TV for it. I was like, hey, I'll just do this one. Finals are in Brazil on the 30th. Okay. In Brazil? Really? The finals were in Brazil? That's such an odd place to have a... I know you got Luminosity, though. They're from Brazil, right? And so they're representing strong that region. That's pretty cool. It's in Brazil. All right, we're starting? Yeah, we're starting. Here we go. All right, welcome back to the second half, guys. Mouse Sports versus Astralis here. This is the ESL Pro League Season 4 coming at you. I'm Breaking CBK, going to be your host. And we got 6-9 currently. Mouse Sports, of course, the 6, Astralis with the 9. It looks like Astralis, meanwhile, they are going to be working towards that A site. Device leading the way as the Glock in hand. See, Dupree gets picked off, however. Turning around the corner, Spinny will take out Device, but make it a 2 for 2. We're down to a 3 versus 3 right now in this situation. Can they get the bomb plant? Notan going for it. Sipnix leading the coverage. Dennis, he's from that CT spawn area, going to get in a situation right here, and he finds Sipnix. Quick dink headshot. Spitty going to need to look left. He does exactly that. They know Cade should be somewhere in this area, and he gets flanked by Lowell, and now it's just up to Notan. He jumps for the shot. They know exactly where he is, and that will be the end of him. As a result, Mouse Sports, the very critical round number 1, goes in their favor. And they defuse the bomb. So, first round going for them. Now 7-9. Climbing back up here. Slowly but surely. Yeah, Chris J with a dual Berettas. Is that actually an often thing? Is this newer? Or is he kind of trolling right here? Those are sweet guns to see, though. Sweet guns to see. All right, so it is a full save, of course, for Astralis. Just going to go for some picks here, looks like. Dupree headed towards the Palace. In the Palace, even. Meanwhile, Sipnix already picked off. Notan trying to deal with Lowell. Ain't going to work, though. SMG a little too strong. Chris J with the dual Berettas. He goes for the pick. Already gets the kill, though, but Dupree gets flanked despite getting one himself onto Dennis. The Berettas are successful. The M4 picked up. Actually dropping it off to the teammate there. So I'm being informed, apparently Mouse Sports actually has already qualified for the final, so they may be in a situation where, yeah, they're not as critical to win this match here. I didn't necessarily do too much research. I apologize on that as far as the overall circumstances of this match. Just simply wanted to cast a match and figured that this one was kind of fun. So, maybe Nick Sync, yeah, could possibly see. It is a bye, by the way, coming out from Astralis here in round number 3 of the CT side. Already a couple of picks happening in the mid. Horrible camera work on my part. Chris J getting 2. He does get taken out by Notown, but doing some work there. Bomb picked up by Device. As you got Sipnix here, working towards the underpass. Mid control currently in favor of Astralis here, 3 versus 4. Trying to figure out where they want to go. Looks like they're eventually going to head into that A site. Nico and Dennis, though, are ready. Nico headed towards the window room middle. Sees the smoke coming in. Going to get some action, some firefighting here soon. Oh, he's going to peek in, and he gets the headshot on a Device. He will get traded. Makes it a 1-for-1, but still in favor so far of Mouse Sports, of course. They haven't fire from 2 different areas. Yeah, Spitty from the other side. They did get the pick on a Dennis, actually. And now all of a sudden it's a 2 versus 2, making it 2 versus 1. Lowell gets picked, and it's going to be up to Spitty here with the UMP in hand. He's going to pick up an op, though. Avoids the flash. They're really in the distance here. Oh, goes to the flick shot, not going to connect, and it looks like he might just insist on saving here, as he will walk away. So I'm being informed that Notown actually is a very young player on the scene that's actually newer to the scene and very little to no experience. Replacing Kerrigan currently for the time being. Interesting. Oh, he is going to get taken out by Sipnix. Not able to hold on to that op. So now the 10-8 lead for Astralis. Key third round won by Astralis there despite losing the first 2. Putting Mouse on their back foot. And the buy situation of Mouse. Looks like it is going to be a full buy for the most part. Op in hand for Chris J. Dupree running in pretty quickly to that Palace. Getting his immediate position. Dennis being very patient outside of the smoke here. Sipnix. Distraction over at the B site. Device, meanwhile, gets that pick in the middle on Catwalk. He's going to go at it with Spitty here. As Sipnix is trying to deal with it looks like Lowell in the site. Gets him fairly low, but Device eventually gets that pick on Catwalk as well due to the peak. Now he's looking right towards mid. Nico, he's thinking about it. Probably wise not to peek, though, the way he's on fire. And over here, Kajerby picks off Dennis. Now we have a 5 versus 2 all of a sudden. Nico, only with that UMP. Not the greatest situation to be in here. Going to check mid. We'll see Device. Hey, shot him I think got a little bit on him there, but now he's going to be collapsed on. Sipnix. Yo, he gets Sipnix killed, actually. He will get taken out by the next, though. And now it's Lowell for the save. Yeah, they need to purchase more dual Berettas, apparently. That was the key to their victory. Uh-oh. Needs a check. Oh! Device versus Lowell. Device wins that round. Op stronger than M4 there. So it seems like Astralis is kind of brute forces towards that A site. Device, though, just on point with these picks. He's now 17-1-10 here. Look at Sipnix, though. 19-4-9. Very strong performance from him here. Patience once again from Astralis. Bomb down in the T-spawn. It is a full save here for Mouz. See, their economy is pretty hurt, so they are going to be stacking A. The bomb is coming towards A, so this could be a benefit for Mouz Sports here. Happening to have the correct call, looks like. Astralis working in now. No time, going to lead the way, gets an initial pick. Got Nico going to have some action here. Sipnix, though, gets the pick on him first, and all of a sudden it's just Chris J. He's just going to get run over. So they had the right idea with the stack at A there, but unfortunately not enough. They got the one pick, but all 5 of them dying in the return. So now a 12-8 lead for Astralis here. They got plenty of momentum. They've won now 3 rounds in a row after dropping the first 2. Mouz, though, with the buy yet again, the old M4 strat on their side. Looks like B action going to be had. Sipnix heading over here, has the bomb on Noton with him. Pick in the middle, meanwhile, Dupree takes out Nico. Lowell going to get some firefight here soon. Sipnix comes out, but all of a sudden there's 3 of them, and he cannot handle it. Dupree is picked off at Catwalk. But now Spitty, he's in a very tough spot in that kitchen. Going to be flanked from the side. Sipnix not able to pick up the kill, though. So Spitty gets a chance to return, and he will successfully make it work. Noton here with Kajerby now. Device is not here. He's actually still in mid. He's going to be flanking from Catwalk. All 3 coming from the kitchen for Mouz. Kajerby, beautiful hiding behind the bench over here. Gets the one shot, however, loses both of his teammates. Takes out Chris J. But Dennis with a pick on a Kajerby. And he'll be able to defuse in time? That's going to be close. Yeah, he has it. Ooh, Mouz Sports. That was a needed victory right there. They would have been in another bad economy situation if they lost that round. That would have really hurt. So they pick up that round, and it just remains 12-9 now for Astralis. Looks like B again. Oh, going to be heading towards middle here. So, once again, going for the pickoff strategy. Trying to brute force into the B side last round. Ultimately did not work. Although initially it seemed like it was going to. Oh, man, look at this charge out by Nico. Comes out, takes out Device. And he'll pick up that AK. So catches Device off guard there. Looks like we're going to see some kind of stack action here in the middle meanwhile. Dupree's going to be the one going through the window. No one nearby, though. There's 3 in that A site. Looking towards Palace, but as we see, that's not the case here. Dupree, he's going to start creeping up. Looks like A is going to be their side of choice here. Oh, Nico. Got a good flank here. He hears all the firefight. Dupree sees the flank, though. Nico was looking the wrong way. And as a result, it gets picked off. So now 4 versus 4. You have Dennis in the back of the side. He's going to have the flame nearby, but he'll be just out of distance from the burn. Chris J heading from the Palace now, but here we go into the side. The siege has begun. Dupree having to look towards CT spawn. Spitty. Oh, meanwhile, Dennis, he gets the bomb planter right there. Dupree did pick off the kill, looks like, onto Spitty. But 2 are lost. We're in a 2 versus 3 situation. Sipnix, he loses his teammate, takes out Dennis, though. 2 versus 1. 1 in Palace, 1 towards that connector. Has to go for the bomb plant, though. 6 seconds left, has to do it. Oh, good job just peeking out, making sure that he wasn't actually planning. The fake plant ain't going to work. And there's a successful pick. So a couple of rounds in a row, Mouse Sports has climbed back into it. Still remains a 12-2 lead for Astralis. And Mouse Sports this half, now 4-3. By situation, seems like the full AK is coming out for Astralis. Do have head armor across the board, so basically a full buy here. Oh, Chris J. It's taken out by Dupree. Coming from that Palace, he's seen towards middle there, connector. Nico will pull the better of his shots there. And actually, Dennis also getting picked off. So just like that, they're down to 3, down to 2, down to 1 even, and it's just Lowell. They just take A. That was a statement round from Astralis. Coming out right there. After what was 2 in a row for Mouse Esports. They just bull rush into the A site. And Lowell's going to be cleaned up. A team wipe. And now have the 13-10 lead. So now what is Mouse Sports? What are they going to do, that is? Not playing too aggressive. They've been playing very passive for the most part. There's been a couple times I've seen them somewhat push up. As I say that, though, they're stacking towards connector right here. This is a full save for Mouse. Palace peek from Dupree. Sees several there. Sure makes the call. Bomb still in that T-spawn. And you see now Mouse Sports making the way more towards the B site. Deagles across the board for Mouse. Oh, Dupree the quick shot. Device also takes out Dennis. Very good execution there. The other 3 in the B. The bomb's still sitting in that T spawn, so more so just going for the kills here rather than the objective is Astralis. But A is in total control. And now you see Sipnix wrapping around. He'll pick up the bomb and head on over there. So this should be a secured round now for Astralis, putting them up 14-10. Mouse, they would like at least 1 or 2 kills here. Looks like they're going to simply go for that. Some picks here, knowing that the round is lost. Get some kind of money. Yeah, so apparently Astralis, unfortunately, is also out of advancing on here in the ESL Pro League. Like I said, it is getting down to the end. So that's where you start getting these matches. And I assume that there's no money on the line for each individual match. It's just simply, you know, the overall. So kind of just playing for fun in some ways right here. And also there's that pride. Astralis, though, they will successfully get the round. And no kills happening, actually. It's just full save for Mouse. They were just saving the Deagles. Not the greatest buy situation. Are they going to force here? I mean, it's either force here or you just play for the tie. Looks like they're maybe thinking about it. They're going to play for the tie. Obviously, they would like to win this round, but not the easiest to do. And here we go with the Astralis once again. It seems like the similar strategy every single round. Dupree headed towards Palace. Oh, Kajerby finds a pick there in the middle, and Device takes out Chris J. As you have Nico. He knows Noton's there, slightly peeking over the shoulder, looking for the headshot. Is not going to get it. Yes, he will in the third attempt. Gets the tap right there. So now it's 2 versus 4, though. You see the bomb running around Sipnix. Back to the A side, knows that it's in control. So again, it's Lowell as well as Nico. And a similar situation. They're just going to save and play for the tie here. Nico going at it with Dupree. Gets him pretty low. Can secure some kills. Just going to sit in the kitchen. Has to get a quick shot off here. Peeks, gets one. Does not get the second. Now Lowell. Can he land the headshot? Oh, he's going to need to look left. Yeah. If only he had x-ray vision. So down he goes, and now with the 15-2 lead for Astralis. Again, Mousesports playing for the tie. Send it into overtime. Going to need to win 5 in a row. They got the full buy. Chris J does have an op. M4 is on the rest. As far as the terror situation, Dupree with the op himself. Will he go Palace? No, he's headed towards mid this time. Maybe towards B, actually. Wait, what just happened? Somebody just left on Mouse's side. Was awarded $300 for the suicide of Spitty. Not sure what that's about. Is that a rage quit or just simply a DC? I mean, they're not pausing or anything. Again, I guess not really with much being on the line here. Not the biggest deal. But I think it's safe to say that maybe doing it. Yeah, they're kind of just chilling in spawn. I don't know what's going on. Are they going to replay this round, maybe? I'm just curious why they're not pausing it if that's the case. I like how Astralis is still playing very timid, yet it's clear that Mouse has basically given up here. And the team kills are real. All right, so that's going to do it for this match here. Okay, so Astralis takes out Mousesports, but yeah, Mousesports has the last laugh in a way. You can't pause until halftime? Well, this is the second half. Or you mean you can only pause at halftime? You can't pause during the game? That seems weird. All right. So again, I assume that's actually just